Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is a new to me 2008 Freelander RV. I've had other trailers, but not a RV style camper. Anyway, I've had a toy haulers. I've had the pull behind trailers. I've never owned a dually, so I had no idea how to check the back wheels, the pressure on the back wheels. So if I install these extenders, I just did one side right now. I'll show you how to do. I show you how to do them. It's actually pretty easy. But anyway, if you don't have these extenders when you're out and about and you want to check the pressure on your tires, it's pretty close to impossible. All right, I'm gonna show you what I mean by it's pretty close to impossible to pump air. Pump air in these tires without the proper extender or whatnot. See, I have these three nozzles right here. Plus, I want to go buy this little nipple-looking thing. But anyway, it's pretty hard to get to these valve stems because you see that one's all the way inside, and then the one on the inner wheel. Where's it at? I don't see it, but oh, there it is. On this side, right at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it, but it's on the inside, so it's impossible to get into that and check the pressure and actually add air. So obviously this one you can't do it because the closest one that you could come to is this one right here with the 6-inch straight piece. But even then, the angle, you can't do it with the I don't know what these are called, the proper name for these. I know them as beauty rings. I know them as beauty rings, but that's on cars, on like show cars or whatnot. I don't know what these are called, so we're gonna call them beauty rings. But this one right here needs a bit of an angle because it won't grab. And on the inside, you can't get to it either because it's at a bad angle. So anyway, there is no freaking way, as far as I know, to pump air, check the pressure or anything. I'm gonna show you how to install those extenders. All right, so this is the kit that I ordered on Amazon. It's $21, and of course 4 pieces came in. They sell them in 4 pieces. I don't know why. Anyway, I already installed one on the passenger side. That's why I'm missing some pieces here. I was just gonna throw the other side on, and I was like, you know what? Let me make a video to try to show people how to do this, because on the reviews there was a bunch of people asking questions, and it's super simple to do this. So let me show you what I got. I got the 7-inchers. They sell 7 and they say 12s. The 12s are way too long for what I need on this one. I don't know what application you might be using them on, but the 7 is perfect. And then it comes with 3 sets of these. So it's got I believe these are 120 degrees. I don't know. I've been out of school for 20 years. So anyway, these are 90s and these are the 45s. So 45s are the ones you're gonna need for the front wheel, and of course these are the ones you're gonna use for the inner wheel. So for the outer and for the inner. Let me show you. All right, to take off the beauty rings on these rims, you got to look for the lug nuts. On some of them, they have a little hole. These don't have the hole. The other way I know that some of them are marked. This one has the red marking, so it's the one that's right here and the one straight across. The other way to tell is the only ones that have a washer. So these have a rubber washer, like a plastic washer. So you know that is this one and this one. I don't see the red marking on this one. It's probably underneath. But anyway, the one with the rubber washer right there and right there. All the other ones are fixed, so those don't come off. In my case, mine is a 1 1/8 socket. All right, so you just take those 2 off. Come on off, see? And these just pop right off. See that? Simple. And then you're left with this. That's why it's called a beauty ring. Well, in the car show world, that's why it's called a beauty ring, because the rim is ugly as hell. And then this makes it look a lot better. The biggest complaint that I saw online about these extenders, see if I can focus, is that they come loose and they start leaking. So I thought to myself, I said, shit, well, since they are leaking, why not add a little bit of thread lock? I mean, I wanted to add the blue one, but the red one is the one that I had handy. So I'm gonna add a little bit of this to the threads, not that much, because of course I don't think it needs too much. So we're gonna add a little bit of thread lock on. That way we don't have the valve stem or the valve extender coming off. So this is the valve extender, the 45 that we're gonna add. See, so right now it's straight up. With this, it's gonna make it come out. So we're gonna put this piece right here. could hear it come. You could hear it pressing onto the little nozzle or to the I don't know the proper name for it. The valve itself. So you put it on here, right where you want it, right through the hole right there. And I have some 90-degree needle nose pliers. Makes life a lot easier when doing this. So I'm gonna grab it and give it a little ooga dooga. That way they don't come off as easy. There you go. There you go. One more. Little ooga dooga to the tighten it. So now that one's tight. But you see the angle that it gives us towards us. That way it's easy to get to. See? Instead of trying to bend this hose, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna add a little bit of red thread lock. That way it doesn't come off. Because this is the one that they say has the most problems on the inner. So that's where this is gonna come into play. It's a lot easier to get to it with this than it is to do it with your hand by hand. So anyway, let's go ahead and do it. Now this is where the needle noses with the 90-degree tip comes in handy, because these are super easy. Otherwise, I mean, unless you have small hands and shit, and you'll be able to fit your hands in there. But my big ass hands don't fit in there. Otherwise, you're gonna have to take off the tire. You have to take off the outer rim to do this if you don't have these. I mean, I'm sure there's other ways, but I have this guy here, so this is gonna help me. And no damn way that's coming off, especially when the thread lock dries. Just to make sure that these are not leaking air right now. I don't hear anything but spraying down with a little bit of water. That one's sealed. Try the other one. There, good. No leaks. All right, I'll show you how to put the holder on right now. This holder right here. This is the piece that holds onto the braided line. This one here is a 10mm socket. I'm gonna put some thread lock on it too, because of course it's gonna be spinning with the wheel. So make sure that it's gonna stay. Try to get the hell out of the way so you guys can see this. So anyway, so then I'm gonna set it like this and tighten it. I was thinking about putting this on the beauty ring, but that one's aluminum and it'll dent easy, and I don't want it looking all crappy anyway, so I just decided to put on the steel wheel. And we tighten this as much as you want, because of course it's a steel wheel. There it is. Super, super tight. On this one right here, you could bend it out too. You can give it a little bit of an angle, because this thing is a little long. I think it would have been perfect if it was maybe like an inch shorter. But hey, whatever works, right? So then this piece right here holds on this hose to this little what do you call this? A C clamp? I don't know, pin, C pin. I don't know what it's called. So anyway, what you do, you feed it through here, right on that channel right there, and you lock it in place. That's locked right there. That's locked right there. All right, now that the beauty ring is on, you can tell that the I don't know, it might be hard to see, but the top holder piece is not in the way of the beauty ring. It sits perfectly. So because there's probably about a good inch and a half gap between the bottom of this aluminum piece to the bottom of the steel rim, so it doesn't get in the way of anything. So it just sits right there perfectly snug. So anyway, I'm gonna show you how easy it is to check your pressure now, as opposed to the should I drop the cap? I'll get it right now. Anyway, so then see, now it's super easy to get to. I believe these are at 80 psi. So then It's at 40 right there. I'm sure the previous owner never filled it up because these are a pain in the ass to get to. So I'm 100% sure that's the reason why they're at freaking 40 and not 80. And put them at 75. Somewhere in there. But yeah, I always thought this side looked a lot lower. But and today when I wanted to check it to do the whole, well, it was a couple days ago actually, to check the PSI on the tires, I noticed that it was damn near impossible. I went to Harbor Freight and bought this piece right here to try to get to it, and hell no, couldn't get to it. So I started looking online, and sure enough, these extenders came up, but they had pretty bad reviews. Mixed reviews. A lot of people said that they liked them, that they were pretty good, and a lot of people said that they caused more problems than what they fixed. So I think the thread locker is the secret weapon here. I think it's the thing that everybody's missing, that nobody puts on. That's why these come off. That's why they come off and start leaking. But if you put thread locker on them, shit, they're gonna stay on there forever until you take them off, of course. So there you go, 75. There you go. I'll get the cap right now. On this side right here, you just take out the cap that it came with. And again, super easy to get to. This is for the inner wheel. Bam. 40 as well. Again, I'm 100% sure that these tires are this low because the owner never checked them, because it's a pain in the ass if you don't have those extenders. So anyway, yeah, that's the way to do it. Super easy, worth every penny. I can put the link on the description at the end, and you too could be doing this to your trailer. All right, later, man.